Dude, it's been so long that I forgot how to do everything.
Algo te picó la nariz, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Like Rudolph the reindeer.
Yeah, dude. I was hoping it went away.
You go like, I hope que la pinche Chelo doesn't know.
Nah, dude. I was hoping it went away right now, like right before. I'm like, fuck.
You should put like a clown nose or something on the
Nomas. Yeah, I literally just popped it right now, like right before we came to the
Dude,
studio.
and that's so weird because you never get pimples like that.
Yeah, I know. And like,
Okay,
it's
little
right
teen. It's 40 minutes.
Oh, man. Anyways, welcome back to Nomas podcast. This is going to be episode 134, if I'm correct. You guys are going to see it in the title, but I feel like I was just telling Chelo right now, it's been so long that I haven't recorded a podcast. I think this is the longest I've gone without recording a podcast. And I think one of the main reasons... why do you think it's the main reason why I didn't record a podcast?
I don't know. I feel like lately there's been too much going on because Jaylene's more active now. So we're like on her butt because she's been like 1 minute she's here, another minute she's over there.
Yeah.
And it's just... I don't want to say it's harder, but it's just more like it requires more of like our attention to be like, what is she doing? Where is she at?
Yeah. And another thing too is since I have Teddy in the house, and then Jaylene, and Teddy doesn't mind the baby, but there's times when the baby just says like, ee, like, and like she's trying to say Teddy, right? And she'll like go rush after him, and Teddy's like, what the heck? So he doesn't know how to react either. So I had to be going back and forth with him, trying to make sure that the baby doesn't go after Teddy, and Teddy doesn't like
go
hurt
after the baby. Yeah.
So it's a lot. There's times when I'm just drained. And then another thing too is, let's say if Chelo's working, I can't.
Oh yeah, I'm back to work. That's another thing.
Yeah. Chelo's back to work, and
until the 9th.
So her schedule works perfectly in the sense that she goes into work after I get off from work or whatnot. Sometimes, right? And the thing is that I can't schedule somebody to come and record a podcast with me because there's times when I don't know when the baby's going to be falling asleep. And then once that happens, I'm pretty much drained, and it becomes like super late, and yeah, it's been a whole lot. So I haven't really reached out to like anybody to come and record a podcast. And then, so just we've been all busy all this time.
Yes.
And then we've been creating memories with the baby, like going to visit the family, going to Big Bear, walking to go see the Christmas lights. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't record a podcast. However, I've been doing live streams on Sundays. I had said I was going to be recording every single day. Yeah.
But that didn't work out either because of Jaylene too.
Yeah.
Because she usually she'll be done by a certain time, but there's days that we run on her schedule. So it's just kind of like sometimes things get behind like an hour and a half, and then that kind of throws off everything. Yeah.
And by the way, right now I'm recording. Something that I always wanted to do was setting the cameras in manual mode. So I know in the past there's times when the lighting would change mostly on my camera because I think I move a lot or whatever, or I'm reaching and doing things. But I finally set the cameras in manual mode. So hopefully now I have my lighting doesn't change at all, which that's a whole point, right? And ChatGPT helped me through that right now. We literally did it in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, like 10 minutes.
So I have it set in that. So hopefully you guys see a little bit of difference. I might lower down the lighting eventually, but so far I like it. I think it's consistent with the past.
Yeah.
You ready?
This is our last episode of the year.
Yeah. This is the last episode. And now I did tell Chelo that I want her to keep me accountable to be doing podcasts every week. Not that I'm not I can't hold myself accountable, right? But I want her to come on more consistent so we can continue recording podcasts week after week. At least 2 weeks. You're committing 2 weeks a week? 2 podcasts a week?
Yeah.
2 podcasts a month.
I was like, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. I was like, hold on. No, 2 podcasts a month.
Okay, cool. and live streams every Sunday. That's the plan for 2026. Cool. Ready?
Yep.
Are you ready? Welcome to Hoy Nomas podcast with Angel Houseman.
All right. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. My name is Angel, and this is
Chelo, I'm back after I don't know how many.
Yeah.
I think it's been like 3 months.
Yep.
Or even more. I don't
Yeah.
even remember when was the last.
Yeah.
I
So
lost count.
yeah. So obviously, if you see the title, if you see the thumbnail, this episode is going to be based on the movie. Well, we're gonna have a couple different topics, but one of the main topics of today's episode is gonna be on Ready Player One. We just watched this movie. Do you recall when it was released, by any chance?
I think it was like 2015. Between 2015 and 2018.
Really?
I think that's what it said.
It's an old movie, and it's crazy that I had never heard of this movie.
And it's about to, I think it's getting removed. It's today the 29th. It gets removed today from Netflix.
Oh, no way, really?
Yeah. It
Oh,
said
shoot.
leaving soon. And then when we were watching it, it said that it was leaving today.
That's crazy. So what were your thoughts when you watched the movie? It was a good movie.
It was a really good movie. Did we finish it in
Yeah.
1 day or 2? I don't remember.
It was two days.
I think it was a really good movie, and I don't know, it just kind of puts into perspective that we get so consumed. Like for them, it was playing a video game, but for us, it's more like social media and being on our phone.
Yeah, so it was released in 2018.
See, I told you.
Yeah, 2018, Ready Player One. And and I agree. So we're not going to spoil it, but we're going to give our take based on that. And if you haven't watched it, please go ahead and watch it. I highly, highly recommend it. I would say it's probably like I'll give it a 9. As far as being entertaining, it kept your attention, and there was a lot of different there was different ideas that kind of relate to what we're going through right now through modern days, right? So this movie in particular was based on a game of people being in a game virtually, right? So people in the real life were playing this game, but the majority of the times, rather than being on their regular day-to-day life, they'll rather be in the game.
In the virtual reality.
Right.
Realm.
So now comparing it to social media, how many times do you see people on their phone? Many times they'll rather be in social media, and they create a facade, almost like a character, putting on filters, recording the highlights of their day, of their special moments, when in reality, their true life is not what they depict on social media.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think that's one of the biggest things that we saw as far as correlating to what we're doing, right? That, and one of the biggest things is that their true reality, like the world that they're living physically, it was a complete mess, right? Mm-hmm. Like everybody was just like,
it was giving the world ended type of vibes.
Yeah.
And then that was like their last research, kind of like to keep them away from seeing like their reality around, like their 3D world.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the whole environment they were living in, it was a complete mess, and they'll rather spend the time there. What else did you see that kind of
remember the guy that made the game? I feel like he made it because he didn't feel like he fitted into the world. He always felt like he was like the black sheep, and that's why he felt like he needed to make the game, because that's where he felt like the most comfortable. And I feel like that's what people, at the end of the day, that's why everybody would join into the game, because that's where they feel their best at.
Yeah, I agree.
And their own little avatar. And remember when the big guy was like, oh, you don't know if the other person's actually a girl or a guy.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And that's true, dude, because somebody right now could be like, somebody can be trying to get at you, and you're thinking they're a girl and it's a guy. Yeah. Or you're thinking it's a young person and it's a freaking viejito. Like, you never really know.
Yeah, which that's already happening in social media, right? And now, dude, right now, as you mentioned that, there's new AI apps that they allow you to, with your own voice and whatnot, you can choose your avatar, and as you're speaking, your avatar, you can be recording your avatar of being like a superhero or a movie character or even a girl, like you stated, and so nobody knows who you are behind the screen. So in this game in 2018 was already showcasing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a key one right there.
And in the game, they were in the year 2026.
No way, really?
Yeah, they were.
What
You
the
didn't
heck?
even pay attention to that? I was paying attention to that because I was like, that's weird that we're watching it right now. We're about to go into the new year, and this movie is based off the new year we're going into.
That's insane.
And it was about to get removed.
Okay. So I don't think you've seen this post. I haven't posted it, right?
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't think you've seen me or heard me talking about one of the main reasons why they've been giving us or granting us
The
AI and
access?
AI, ChatGPT, and all of that. Take a wild guess why you think they gave us access to all of this.
I don't know, because I feel like, one, for us to get used to it or to normalize it, but at the end of the day, they're going to be like super ahead with ChatGPT and like AI. Like what we have right now, we might think like, oh my gosh, this is too much. It's nothing.
Right. So yeah, it's nothing, right? It's as far as what type of technology they have already, like years ahead, right? But so one of the main reasons, and I've already heard multiple people say that, oh, you know what, we can no longer tell what's real or not. And many times I hear this over and over that they say, oh, they should put a little logo showcasing that it's created by AI, right? Would you agree with that?
But then what if somebody can edit it and remove the freaking logo? Then how are we going to know if it's AI or not?
Okay, so wouldn't you want for there to be some sort of logo or something to like, hey, this is AI? Or you don't care?
I wouldn't really care.
Really?
Yeah.
But isn't that more dangerous to not know what's fake or what's real? Because right now maybe you can tell, but they just literally granted us.
I feel like a lot of it now though is just you can't even tell. Like some of them it's hard. Like the other day I was seeing a video on TikTok and it was like about this siren or mermaid they found, and a lot of people on the comments was like, "Oh, this is not AI. This is real."
Right.
And they were even naming like the type of siren it was and whatnot, and I was like, "What the hell?" And yeah, like most of the comments was like, "This can't be AI. This has to be real." And they were just going back and forth, but.
Right. So you wouldn't care to have at least a little watermark to showcase that it's AI?
I mean, at the end of the day, even if it does have it, like I'm saying, it can get removed if somebody were to.
Let's say it can't removed. Like if it's AI, it strictly has to have that AI.
Okay, then yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you would want that, right? So ultimately, what the point that I'm trying to get to is that we're going to get to the point that nobody's going to be able to distinguish from reality and AI. But they say that as it continues advancing, people themselves are going to be like, hey, this is getting too out of hand and we can no longer depict the real and reality. So the people themselves are going to be asking the government, hey, government, like, hey, what the heck, what's going on? People are getting scammed all over the place, so on, so many different ideas and possibilities with all of these different scams that are going to be happening. So people themselves are going to be asking like, hey, we have to have some sort of control. So with that being said, what they want is digital identity. So everybody's gonna need a digital identity to showcase that you are indeed a human being and you're not an AI or a robot. And with that being said, they're gonna want everybody to pretty much get their digital identification to showcase, hey, I'm a real human. And with that, like, since now we're gonna be having everything digitalized, now, in order for you to go to the bank or anything like that, do any sort of transaction, in order for them to know that you're a real human, they're going to require everybody to have this sort of identification. So it goes into rolling out the plan on having everything digitalized, from money, from your medical records, so on and so forth.
Well, you already. I was gonna talk right now that we were saying about being digitalized. The other day that I was at work, somebody bought alcohol, and I was like, "Hey, I need to see your ID," even if they were older. And the guy was like, "Oh, you're not gonna take the ID. I guess the DMB now, the California DMB, you can add your driver's license to your wallet. So if you were to get it pulled over, you don't have to have the physical card. You can just show it on your phone."
What?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I haven't, like, the last time I renewed my license was a couple years ago. So I was like, no, like, I didn't know that. And I was like, no, I need your physical card. And he was like, oh, okay. But I thought that was weird that I was like, I hadn't even heard of that. Like, if he hadn't told me, I wouldn't even have known.
So you can actually use a picture of your ID?
No, the guy told me that if he needed to pull out his physical card from his wallet, or if I can see it from his wallet app.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess now the DMB from California has this new thing that, like, you can have you can have your physical card, but you can also add your card, your driver's license card, to your wallet.
Oh,
so if you were to get
right.
pulled over, you're just like, hey, here's my phone, here's my driver's license.
So technically, what you're saying, we're already rolling.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? I was listening to another podcast, and I heard that, I guess somewhere, quick reminder, we now have a call-in number where you guys can leave us voice messages, video calls. Let us know a story you would want us to share on the podcast, anything you want. The goal is being able to interact with the people that support the channel. Even if you're looking for love, we will find your true love on Hoy Nomas podcast. Also, for anyone that is interested on creating your own channel, we have our Amazon storefront linked in the description, where you can find all the cameras we use, the microphones, the lights, the equipment, where all of our podcasts are recorded to. If you need any help with editing services, we are able to produce your entire podcast, edit your short form content from Instagram Reels, TikToks, etc. You can look at all of our content as reference, and we got you covered. And finally, if you want to support the channel, you can leave us a super thanks down below, which will help us tremendously, and we'll make sure to highlight that comment on the upcoming podcast and give you a shout out. Now back to the podcast. Somewhere in Las Vegas, there was this man got caught by the cops, or he got detained by the cops, and they were saying, hey, you were involved in this incident, and AI was able to recognize you and pinpoint you that you were indeed involved, and you're the person we're looking for. I don't know the exact details in this on what the actual case was, but he was arrested because AI identified him as a person involved, and he's like, hey, I'm showing you guys my ID, I'm not involved. And he got arrested. Then like a day later, it ended up turning out that he was innocent, and AI had made a mistake. But there goes to show you the cops were believing AI and this AI robot software more than the human being telling them, I'm innocent, here's my ID, it wasn't me. Isn't it like, what kind of freaking world are we living in? It's just going to get more and more wild. That doesn't scare you at all?
Yeah, but then do you really think the government's going to let it just be like, do you really think they're just going to like let AI go, like just take the wheel and make shit go crazy and like not stop it? Or you just think it might be like a little bit of chaos for a little bit and then they're gonna do something about it?
Well, that's the thing. I think they want that because that's another thing too. They already have the solution, right? So what is it? What they do most of the times is they present you with the problem, they roll it out. We're gonna give them access to all of this technology, which is super like high power technology, AI, ChatGPT, that it can help you solve all these different things. It can help you create anything you want, and help you solve whatever problem you're going through in a matter of seconds. So they're gonna roll it out. It's gonna cause freaking chaos all over the world. But like you said, are they gonna let all of this actually play out? yeah, they're gonna let it play out, but then later on, guess what? That's when the solution comes. Like, hey, we're actually have to have some sort of control to this, and that's when everything is gonna get into the digital identification.
But then don't you think we're part of the problem because we're just falling for it?
Of course.
Like you just said right now, like, oh, I'll use ChatGPT to fix it. Like
Yeah.
we use ChatGPT for fucking everything.
Yeah.
So we're part of the problem too.
Of course, so we're the problem for everything, But it would take everybody to stop using social media. It would take everybody to just live in the physical world, similar to Ready Player One, rather than everybody being on social media or this game. To forget all about this. And
What if social media is the game within the game?
that's another thing too. Oh, you know what? Something that we kind of talked about that at the very end. Fuck, I don't know if you guys haven't watched it, then watch it first. But so the guy,
The main player?
the main player, what he says caught my attention. He's like, after he won, he's like, you know what? There's going to be 2 days of the week that nobody's going to be able to play this game. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that he said. I don't know. It was like Wednesday and Friday or something.
Right.
Like that.
He chose 2 specific days. Forgot exactly what days they were, and he decided that he was no longer going to allow people to be in the game for 2 days because he wanted people to be more in tune into the physical realm, which I think it's pretty good. And it kind of caught my attention. It's like, maybe we should do that. Like, hey, you know what? Like us in our own little circle, right? Like, hey, Chelo, hey, and let's put down our phone, maybe like on the weekends or something like that, you know, just to forget and almost like cleansing ourselves from all this freaking like just nonsense that we don't even know what's real or not, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that caught my attention that he wanted to do that. Now, another thing too, you know how you were saying right now that what if social media, how'd you put it?
I said, what if social media is the game within the game?
What do you mean by that?
So what if, okay, let's say the whole Matrix thing, it's true, right? And then what if we're just playing another character in social media? Like right now we're a character and then we're playing another character in social media. That's what I'm saying.
It's already happening. It's already happening. Why? Because put yourself in this scenario. Let's say we're like the real person, right? We're like you're real Chelo, right? Like that's who you are. But when you play, let's say, a Grand Theft Auto, technically you're already diving into a new character in your own reality, right? So you're playing a character within there, and then there's times when even on that character's life, I think they can even play a game in there. So it's just like
It never ends.
yeah, it's like a never-ending case scenario. And then I don't know if I told you or I forgot who I was telling about this, but Grand Theft Auto 6, from what I've heard, the reason why they've taken so long into rolling this out is because they want to make it so insane that, from what I've heard, is that they want to create a system that you're going to be playing in this game, and within this game you're going to be able to have jobs in Grand Theft Auto 6 and actually be making real money, similar to Ready Player One. Yeah, so now you're going to be able to like create wealth in the game, buy a house in the game, and have real job and generating income to be like stuck in the game even more, that you can actually generate money and pay your bills, pay all this stuff in the real world, but you're working in this virtual reality.
Okay.
Freaking mind blowing. You don't think that's crazy? People are gonna be stuck in this game. That I've even heard of people wanting to create like brands for this game, for them to have like within the game. So let's say we have a hat brand,
Oh, to sell it like in the game.
Yeah. Isn't that freaking insane?
Yeah,
man?
but that will be smart because then people are gonna be like, "Oh, I want to have my little avatar thing."
Yeah,
looking like this.
Yeah. That's freaking smart, dude. It's smart, but there goes to show you that people are gonna be more invested in the game rather than real life, because in social media and in all these virtual realities, you can literally become and be whoever you want to be. Just yesterday or the day before, I sent you a live stream, and I'm sure you've seen these all like everywhere, right? Where the Roblox party.
Oh yeah, those are like all over TikTok.
Right, and people can create whatever skin.
Or like the church one. Have you seen them?
Yeah. So technically, it was one of those live streams where they were in a club and everybody was dancing, partying and stuff. And there was like a Homer Simpson like dancing, breakdancing, another person dressed as so many different characters. Like I think there was one as Ash Trevino, so many like dumb stuff, right? But they were all partying and acting like fools and just having a good time. But you know what got me thinking is that a lot of people will rather do that and party in a Roblox game because they get to do what they don't feel comfortable enough to do in the real world because they're too shy. Mm-hmm. They're too shy to be letting loose and just having a good time. But in the game, they're able to do that because they don't know who they are behind the screen. Mm-hmm. And they feel like, oh, I can be a fool. I can have a good time. I can just, because like, that's not me. But in reality, they wish they could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, like nobody's going to know that that's like, if the avatar was acting like a fool, like, oh, like they're not going to know that that's Angel, you know?
Yeah, but they're expressing themselves through that.
The avatar, yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't know. That's why at times, like, I don't know, dude. It's good to just be you in real life and just almost not take yourself too serious, if that makes any sense, dude. Just, hey, dude, just have a good time in life. Okay, I'll tell you what. Why do you think I say that? What was the main purpose of the game itself? How did the guy end up winning? Once again, this is a spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it, we're gonna ruin it.
You're gonna tell
yeah. So, movie. I mean, it's an old movie, right? But what was the key thing to win the game? To get the last key.
Fuck, what was it?
It was he was playing in the screen. It was an old game that he was playing. I think it was like in a Atari or Atari.
It looked like a Pac-Man.
Yeah,
like a Pac-Man game.
Yeah,
but he said like, oh, the point is not to win, because everybody else kept trying to play the game and everybody would win, but then their avatar will die. So he's like, the point is not to win the game because you're gonna die. So then the point of playing the game was just to like, just act like, just roam around, like just go around, just kind of like look around and. That was it. Just
experience it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it wasn't even like, oh, like you have to win the game. It was just like, kind of just like experience it, and then that's it.
And that's what life for us as a human being should be and is. We're spiritual beings having this human experience. We're spiritual beings living this human experience. And we take it too seriously of always trying to like, make money and go to work and all these different things. And we're taking life too serious when all it is just experiences, like it's not about like winning. Like we're all going to die at one point.
Yeah.
That's what was happening with every single one that was trying to win. Everybody's trying to win and everybody kept like dying.
Yeah.
But the end result was, it was just about like playing the game and just enjoying it. You're like breathing so hard in the microphone right now.
Sorry.
You're like,
you can hear that shit?
Yeah, dude. Okay. Chelo's out of breath out of talking this shit.
We've done this shit in months. It sounded like a snore.
Well, that's what you're doing, dude.
And how long have you been doing that for?
I don't know, dude. When did I start doing cardio, dude? Chelo. Getting tired, getting out of breath.
And you're just telling me right now I was fucking breathing.
Yeah, like what the heck? Like, you thought it was only you listening to it?
I couldn't even listen to it. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm gonna clip that right now.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm not coming back.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, that was the main goal, dude. Just to experience life. What other or what were we gonna say? Aside from your breathing?
I don't know. I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah. What else caught your attention? I think I remember just one more right now that caught my attention.
Because the movie had a lot of things.
I'll tell you one more that I remember. It was the dome they built. Yeah, this freaking dome that supposedly it was unbreakable or whatnot, and I think he said something like, "Oh, how long is this like dome protection gonna last?" And he said like a crazy amount of years.
Yeah, like but in the game world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I forgot what was how they were able to break it. Do you remember?
I think it was because of that little sphere that they had. That
Oh,
if it got to it, like it would shut it off.
Oh, but it was because it was a chant. She said a chant, almost like if it was a prayer.
Yeah, she
like,
said a prayer in some like weird words, and then that thing would like activate the rock, and then once the rock was activated, it would take off like the shield.
That got me thinking, dude. What if like this? If we live in a dome, right? What if that's all it takes, dude? Like just giving a chance to remove the dome that separates the waters from
But then
the
wouldn't
below.
we freaking drown if there's water outside?
Yeah.
So why would you want to take off the dome?
No, I'm just saying. What if that's all it
okay.
takes? Like a chant, like a prayer, almost.
True.
Yeah. You've never dreamt about the world flooding? I've had a dream like that.
You know what? When I used to be younger, I remember I always used to have dreams about a tsunami all the time, and it was feel so crazy because like I could see like the wave forming, and then I could feel like the wave like just being like super huge and then like coming towards me, but then I would always wake up and like around the same time that I would see the wave like almost hit me, I would always wake up there. Like I would never, like the wave would never like push me or like it would never get to me, but I don't know, it was weird that I would always dream that.
Yeah. And there's been like TikTok lives that talk about that. Hey, have you that I just scroll through? You're like
the side.
It's just random like TikTok lives that I'm scrolling through, and it'll say, "Hey, have you ever dreamt about the flood or something?" Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so it's a thing, dude, that people have dreams about this, and supposedly it's because we've actually experienced this in the past, in future lives, not future, in past lives. But who knows? Maybe it's just pure coincidence, or not.
I'm trying to think of another part of the movie.
The whole movie itself.
Yeah,
dude,
I feel like the whole movie itself is good.
It's super good. I can't believe I never heard about that movie until just recently. 2018, dude. Almost
8 years.
8 years, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a good movie, and yeah, and it kind of is predicting what's happening right now. Chelo. So okay, anything else about the movie that you liked or anything
I
that
feel
caught
like
your
the whole
attention?
movie was good. I'm just trying to think. It's because I'm so like I'm getting sidetracked because I'm thinking about the movie from yesterday.
Okay, what about the movie from
like
yesterday?
I don't know, I was just like thinking like that was the last movie that I seen.
Okay, so what's the movie that we watched so we can talk about this? Anything in specific that caught your attention about that one?
The movie from yesterday?
Yeah.
It's because I think it was the name that was kind of catchy. Something what you wish for, or I don't know. It was something like that. I don't know, babe.
Right. Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I feel like that whole movie was crazy too, and we just watched it in literally last night. We went to sleep like at midnight.
Yeah.
But literally, it's just a spoiler.
Yeah.
But it's just two guys that are chefs and they're friends, and one of them,
Yeah, it is. It is called that. What do you wish for?
okay, I wasn't that wrong.
Yeah.
And one of them invites the other one to like Colombia or Venezuela, somewhere down there. And they're obviously both chefs. And the friend that invites the other one to Colombia, he's like, oh, like, kind of like, why is life worth living when I don't have a family, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have kids, yada, yada, yada. So then he like unalives himself. And then the other one kind of takes his position in his work, which was also being a chef. And then it turns out that they would unalive people, and crazy rich people would like pay like $500,000 and a half, like almost $2 million to attend to these types of dinners like out in other countries. And well, obviously the meat was other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I told Angel, I was like, dude, like if they're showing this in movies, like what makes you think that it doesn't happen?
Oh yeah, for sure. It has to happen. I still remember like back in the days, not back in the days, but when I was in elementary or middle school. I don't know if you guys ever read this this book, or the teacher read this book that I think there was this guy that was, I don't even know why they read this book or why we had this book in at school, right? But I think it was a guy that used to be hunting for wild animals, and at one point, after hunting so many different animals, he got bored of it. Then finally, he decided, or I don't remember the whole plot, the plot exactly, but it happened that what he wanted after, like hunting all these different wild animals, he wanted to start hunting for people, because now people were more, I guess, smarter and had more strategy and trying to hide, and made it more interesting for him. So he moved on to actually hunting for people. And it's just like, now that I think about it, like, why would we even freaking have this book at school? You know,
I don't remember reading that book.
And yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck you were
yeah,
doing.
dude. And it's I want to remember the name of it. But it always caught my attention. Like, what the heck? And now with everything that's happening, like, dude, all of this has to be happening. I think I've even seen posts on TikTok that they talk about these case scenarios that like rich people go to like far out places to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, but yeah, that movie that's another movie that I recommend. The What Do You Wish For? I would give it like a 9.
Oh, and then so the whole name of the movie was because the chef that invited the other one to, it was Colombia. The friend was being chismoso, and he saw his bank account. He had like $1.5 million euros. So he was just like, oh yeah, like I make for every dinner he made, he was pocketing $300,000.
Yeah.
So the friend was like, oh my gosh, like that's so dope. Like you get to like do what you love and all those kinds of things. And the friend was kind of like, no, dude, like you don't get it. Yeah. And then when it was the other guy's turn to do what the friend was doing, that's when he realized, like, fuck, like it's not a regular dinner, like this is some other shit.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing, dude. Like, just because you have money, or you see people having money, doesn't mean that they're truly happy.
Yeah, but I think there's a quote that says like the more money you have, the more problems you have, dude. Because like now, yeah, money is not the issue, but that doesn't mean that's gonna take away the problems. Like it might take away from like you financially struggling, but you're gonna have other money problems, money related problems. I don't know, cause.
Yeah. What do you mean by that, though? Like, if you have money, how are you going to have money problems?
Like, in the sense that you might not have the issues that poor people have with money, but you're going to have to, like, figure some other shit with the money that you have.
Oh, okay. Yeah. yeah, it just I think the more money, more problems. Like now that you're making more, you're gonna be spending more too.
Yeah.
Because it's in a while that people that make less, there's times that just in general, right? There's always going to be more people or people that make more or less, but you feel like whatever wage you're currently living with, you feel like, oh man, like I'm barely making it, or I'm good where I'm at. And I couldn't even imagine making less than what I'm making because no me alcanzara, like I wouldn't be able to make it. But there's people that are living with that wage, and one way or another, they figure it out.
Yeah. Then that shouldn't be like, oh, then I'm gonna make less.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But if you make more, you're going to be spending more. Maybe you want a newer car, you want a bigger house, and it's a never-ending story, right?
True.
What do you
then
think?
are you supposed to enjoy your money?
Or just enjoy life?
Or both.
It's not about money.
I mean, you're not going to take your money when you die, so it's like, might as well te vamos todo el dinero que tienes.
Oh, that's a good point. Why do you think about that? Tell me why
I
you
already
think
know
about
why.
Talk to me
my
about
dad.
that. Okay, why?
Because I'm not going to say numbers, but my dad has to retire already, but he just doesn't want to.
Yeah. It's not, we're not saying that he's rich, right? But what Chelo's trying to say is that he has enough money to be able to retire and being able to sustain his current
Or even better.
life, living standards, I guess. But he says he's told me that he plans on retiring within like a year or so. But to Chelo's point,
We need to make bets for this.
yeah, to Chelo's point, she don't think he will, and I probably don't either, because he could probably start making arrangements already to start living his life more outside of work and leaving work a little bit as a like slowly start like departing from there. But I think he's just one of those old school like men that they want to work till the last minute. Or would you say so?
Yeah, but I think it's also like I feel it is that like it's the old school mentality, kind of like, oh, I have to work until it's my time to like retire.
Yeah.
But then I also think it's like a form of survival for him.
Well, in what sense?
Because my sister and I were literally talking about this the other day, and I was like, oh, we were literally talking about the same thing we're talking about right now. And I was like, I think at the end of the day, dude, it all comes down to like, now we're making this episode about my dad, but like it all comes down to like him coming from scarcity to the point that like, fuck, I never want to be not able to have food on my table. Like I need to keep working because I never want to go back to that.
Right.
Or I never want to like stop working and like, what if I don't have a house one day?
Right.
So I feel like a lot of that, it's obviously mentally, and like you and I, like we see it from another, like from our point of view, because we've never been in that position, and we're just like, like just retire, you know, like just do it, which he should. But I feel like a lot of it, it's like a mental battle with himself of like, fuck, like I never want to like, because my dad built himself from like nothing to having something. So it's just kind of like, fuck, like I never want to go back to being like that.
Yeah. Well, I have too.
What do you mean?
Same thing. I didn't have much.
But were you like literally begging in the streets for food?
Not big.
Okay, then that's different. Like, I mean, I'm not taking yours away, but I guess there's just different things.
I get your point though. Like, I think yes, maybe that, but I think to be honest, it's just like many men. Now, so a lot of men, the work is a part of their life, and if they stop working, it's almost like, what's the point? Like, what am I going to do with my life? Like it gives them a purpose to wake up early in the morning and go to work, because outside of work, they don't really have much going on.
Yeah.
And many times, well, you've seen your daddy, right? That when he gets off from work, he'll just be like sitting down watching TV or on a tablet, and he just almost seems like he's just shut down, right? He's just like shut down. But then when he's over here helping us with projects, or when I see him at work, he's like a whole different person. It's just like up and down, just freaking full of energy, like talking with his coworkers, and it's just a whole completely different person in comparison to when you see him just relaxing at home. Like he just looks like shut down. So to believe it or not, I think work keeps a lot of people alive. And I think that's one of the key things that he does, right? And there's people that if people don't have anything going on outside of work, when they retire, a lot of people pass away.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, a lot of people pass away right after, because it's honestly a shock to their system, that from waking up early in the morning with having purpose and work stress and so on and so forth, to completely 180 and just like, oh shit.
Like, now what?
Yeah, now what? Like, I don't have to wake up early? Like, so you have to prepare to that point, that you have to have hobbies. You have to have a plan outside of work, like, or wake up early still to go work out, go for a run, go for walks, things like that. Because if not, it's a big shock to your system.
Yeah.
But fuck, where is it that we were going with this? I forgot why we started talking about this.
Because we were talking about like, oh, like when you make more money, you have different problems.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like if you have a lot, like if you're making money, you just might as well just fucking spend all of it.
Oh, okay.
And then
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
well, isn't life about the
Right,
experience? And I'm
right.
like, no, it's about both.
Okay, so yeah, so with that, you have to do a little bit of both, right? Because I struggle with that in a sense, right? That at times it's like, like I have to plan out for the future so I can have some sort of retirement money, but then it's like tomorrow's not guaranteed, so it's always battling out. So I try to be somewhere in the middle, like at least with you and I think you can pretty much confirm this, that I'm not really stingy. I don't spend a lot as far as like, oh, like let's freaking splurge, but I'm not stingy. Like, hey, like you want to go out and eat, or se te antoja algo. I'm not stingy. It's like, no, we can't, right? Because we have to enjoy our day-to-day lives. But and it's because for that exact reason, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. So I'll rather be like, hey, you know what? Like, let's go to the zoo. Let's go do X, Y, and Z. And at the same time, I'm trying to have a little bit of money set aside for the future, just in case, knock on wood. And hopefully, yes, there's many, many more years. So I can have a little bit of there. Even if at one point I would have to have like a part-time job, but at least I don't have to freaking work full-time. And whatever I have saved, now I can work less. And you get what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
So I agree. It's like work-life balance. But fuck, I lost my train of thought of why we were saying about spending, like enjoying your money. Yeah, because a lot of people that they save a lot of money, there's times when they just leave. They work so much in their life that they don't spend it. They pass away, and all the money they worked for is just there, and then their loved ones spend it on dumb stuff, and all the freaking effort and work they put behind all the money they made goes to waste.
Okay, so let's say if you were 60 years old right now and you had $500,000 and you're like, me lo chingo todo till the day, because you don't know when you're gonna die.
Right.
What if you have 10 years? What do you have 5? Like, me lo chingo todo, like doing whatever the hell I want to do, or I'm gonna save some for Jaylene and then I'm gonna spend the rest. What are your thoughts on that?
I think I would set aside some money not everything, because ultimately
Like at the end of the day, you work your ass for that.
right, and she has to make her own life. And I think I'm gonna be a parent that I'm gonna try to guide her as much as possible with life and stuff. And yeah, I want to be able to like, hey, Mika, like here's this much for you for a car or for whatever you need. Spend it wisely. This is for you. But ultimately, like, I need to like make my life. Of course, I'm never gonna like just forget about her, but like, okay, start living my life too, because at one point she's gonna have to live her life, right?
Yeah.
But I'm never gonna stop looking out after her.
Yeah.
So it's not about spending all my money like crazy, but it's not like about giving her everything either.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, dude, it's yeah. I really strongly believe that you don't have to go splurging on everything you want and stuff, but enjoy your money. Like that's what you work for, right?
But then what if you always wanted something? You're like, fuck, I don't want to spend that much money on that. And then you're going to die and you're going to be like, fuck, like, yo me lo quería gastar en esto.
Yeah, and you never did. Honestly.
I feel like you can splurge, but then you also have to be like, dude, if that's going to make me fucking go broke or not make the bills for next month, then you should know that you shouldn't do that shit.
Right. I agree. And there's actually, I have a video here that it's all actually related to that, and it says, you spend your whole life paying for a house, filling it with things you thought mattered. It says, plates for holidays, furniture you saved up for, boxes you never unpacked. And one day, strangers walk through it. They open up your drawers, touch your memories, decide what's worth $5. They don't know your name or your story or the life that happened there. Just your stuff. And they leave it with it as you were never there.
As you were never here.
Yeah. So you call it a life. One day it's an estate sale and strangers decide what you were worth.
Wait, hold on. I thought, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought estate sale was when somebody dies and then the house no se le hereda a nadie más.
I think that's what it is. So everything so with this video, like everything that was so dear to you, so special that you saved, so like the video stated, some boxes that you never opened because you wanted to keep them nice and pretty and for that special moment or occasion, never opened. Then here comes just random ass people coming into your place. They open it, not caring that you were just waiting for that special moment. They open it. Hey, I'll give you $5 for this. You know, it's just something so disposable. But for you, it was something so dear to you and so precious that you wanted to save it for that special occasion, and that time never came.
I don't know, dude. I feel like I have mixed thoughts about this because I feel like part of me would be like, I wouldn't care because I already lived and I already like took advantage of everything that was in my house. So why does it even matter now? Like, you know, like I already lived in there, I already created the memories, like, and now I'm gone. Like, I'm not going to be able to take all my shit with me. But
so why have so much things then?
Because those things make you happy. Like, they add to your happiness.
At the current state?
Yeah.
So even though at one point you're going to pass, you're okay to like, so I already lived it. I was okay with just having him there. And if somebody takes it or whatever, at least it made me happy while I was here.
Yeah.
But what if you never opened it? Like, let's say something very special that you were waiting for a special occasion and that time never came. Then what?
I don't know. I feel like I always open this stuff, so I don't think that would be me.
Okay. Or what about like clothing that you don't use and it's just there?
I feel like for me, I would leave like a box and be like, Jaylene, you need to take care of this.
Oh, okay.
Like a little box. I'm not going to give her like a whole like freaking room for her to keep, like, tampoco, because that's not the point either.
Yeah.
But I'd just be like, oh, like, here,
Like these are my most
yeah, like
dearest
most precious
possessions.
things. Like, you can do whatever else you want with the rest of the stuff, but
Yeah.
like, just know that I care about this.
Yeah. Huh. That's cool.
Kind of
Well,
like a memory box.
Yeah, like pictures and things
Yeah,
like
exactly. Because, like, I mean, the furniture is like, ya me senté, ya lo sé. Like, everything that was in the house, I got it because I wanted it at a certain point, and then I enjoyed it, and I'm gone. Like, why am I going to be bitter that somebody's going to buy it?
that. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I
And-
mean, like, the way the video is, it's just kind of like, damn, that's kind of sad. But it's like, it's gonna get rid of it regardless if it got passed down to somebody else and they don't like the same things you have in there, they're gonna get rid of them.
Yeah. It's similar to, like, I've talked about this before, that when my dad passed, he had so many different things that he cared for, the cars and colognes I gave him, or clothes that I gave him. He would never wear any of that. And I know he would keep it saved and stuff. And he would always be wearing like similar clothes all the time, like
Sus t-shirts del PRI.
yeah, wearing that and stuff, like just his normal stuff, and all that other stuff he never really wore because it was just like saving it for special occasions. And then he passed, and they got rid of most of his things, and it's similar to that, dude. Like, dang, just your most precious things for somebody else is just garbage, you know?
Yeah. Like, I saw this one TikTok of like this girl saying like, oh, you need to get ready every day because you're gonna have to think of every day being the special occasion, instead of like, oh shit, like, I'm gonna save this shirt or these shoes for, I don't know, for whatever reason, and then what if that day never comes because we didn't make it?
Yeah.
And then it goes back to that, like, oh, like, the box was never open.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, every day is a gift. That's why they call it a present, you know?
Yeah.
The present moment, it's literally a present. It's a gift given to you if you're healthy, if you're fine, to just live your day-to-day life. You have to take advantage, and I agree. Every day should be treated as special.
Yeah, every day that you wake up.
Yeah. Have one more video that we can react to, and this next video, it's the world's thinnest apartment building is located in Tokyo, Japan, which houses 4 apartments.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's freaking wild, huh? Look how freaking thin that is, dude. So it's,
Dude, there's no way. Like, how the heck are
Yeah.
you even gonna have a bed in there?
yeah, that's crazy, huh? So when I first,
Like, I would see a bathroom in there, and I can picture a kitchen, but
sorry, put the wrong one right there.
there.
Yeah.
Wait, play it again. It doesn't show anything from the inside.
Yeah, there's another video that shows that. Let me see if I can find it.
The first welcome to my home.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
The other one, the one underneath, it says New York City developers while seeing this.
Yeah. Living in Japan. No. Thinnest apartment. Let me see if I can find it.
This is the world's thinnest apartment. This right here is the wall. We're in Tokyo, Japan, in a little neighborhood called Nerima. Very cute everywhere. But that right there has 4 apartments inside. We're gonna go in. Let's go. Let's take a little look. So these are the stairs. I'll show you guys.
Dude,
what
if
it
this
looks
was AI, we wouldn't even know.
Yeah, no, this one's
pretty
real.
tight.
Mm.
Stairs are very vertical. And you have this little rail to hold on to, and trust me,
hell?
you need that. All right. This is one of the apartments already, but the one we're going to is up here. All right, we're here. So, this is the door. Take our shoes off, because in Japan, you should never enter a house with shoes. Take these guys off. All right. And this is the apartment.
One of the comments is like, how is the inside wider than the outside? Because that looks already wider than like,
Yeah, then the outside, like,
yeah.
Let's start off with the bathroom. So
because literally
This
when
is a
he
shower?
stood right there, it was
Right
his
here?
length.
Right. So what they were saying is that
What if it's like this?
yeah, that's what they were saying, that it's kind of like it probably goes a little bit like into a Y shape, that it gets a little bit wider towards the end, but it's still thin. But I think that's what happens.
Oh, okay.
there it is. All of this. I'm gonna get into the bathtub.
Yeah, look at the bathtub,
Here you
dude.
go.
What the
So-
hell?
If I'm in the mood for a bubble bath, that's what I have right there.
That's crazy.
Oh my god. All right, so let's go to the living room. Oh, actually, first this is the kitchen. Your cooking station. You have one stove, one sink, and then you have a little fridge in there. But this is your apartment. This is your living area. In total, there's 11 square meters. That's 119 square feet. And yeah, this is where you sleep. This is where you chill. This is everything. But take a look at the view. How nice is this?
Yeah.
And here you actually
Doesn't that give you a different perspective in like how lucky we are for the space we have?
Yeah.
And that's people's living circumstances. And keep in mind, this is better than other people's living circumstances. But yeah, it gives me another perspective on like, man, it's just, man, we're so blessed, dude. Super, super blessed. And we're getting a new roof.
Oh, yeah. We are.
All
We
right.
need to.
Yeah, so what emoji should we drop? We haven't mentioned the emoji in a while. So if you made it to this part of the video, which, man, I don't know how this video is going to do. But if you made it to this point of the podcast, leave what emoji, Chelo? Come on, fast. Anything.
Fuck, I don't know.
Think of something.
Isn't there some wrestling fighters on
Wrestling fighters?
Yeah,
What
or some
the
fighters,
heck?
or some fighters like on the emojis, because of the movie.
Wrestling? What the heck?
No, there's like some people like fighting or something like that. Maybe I'm tripping out. I don't
Just
know.
choose an emoji, dude.
No, you choose one.
Okay, just choose a house emoji. One for this, and then it's just choose a house. Yeah, choose a house as an emoji, and just let us know you made it to this point. And any other video topics, ideas, anything, let us know. Once again, that we're going to be starting to releasing a podcast every Wednesday more consistently now as before. Every Wednesday, and lives on Sundays 8 p.m. Once again, my name is Angel Houseman.
And Chelo.
Till next time.
Hoy no más.